back to the channel Pushrodder's, or should I say, Dumbassery channel. So how did we get here? Well, a couple of days ago, which was Saturday, now it's a Monday now, decided, okay, let's give the car a general service, you know, oil, filter change, check over, all good. So, engine looks a little bit cruddy, we'll give it a good wash. So that's what I did. Went to go use it on Sunday, and it's only running on 5 cylinders. I'm like, great. So let me grab the camera and I'll show you what we did to check things. So we took off the heat shield, let it warm up, or was at operating temperature, and we squirted a bit of water on each exhaust runner. That told me which ones were, you know, if it steams and bubbles and all the rest of it on the runner, that cylinder's working good. If it's not evaporating and steaming and carrying on, it ain't working. I thought, okay, I thought, oh, it might be the injector plugs. So, which are in there. So, got all those out, cleaned all the connections, made sure I had no water in. There was a couple with just a little smidgen of. Thought, okay, cool. Started it back up, started running good again. Like, oh great, fixed it. Then once it got up to operating temperature, I started running like a turd again. Now, my suspicions were, after all that, the coil had shit itself. But what I did find, which I've already started, was it had a heap of water in the valley and in the spark plug holes and all the rest of it. And as you may know, this water's not really the best for all that sort of thing. So just to double check, we're blowing all the water and crap out of it, and also we're testing the coils. So we've already tested number 1 coil, and it's got minimum resistance, so I think it's like 1.5 ohms or something like that, which is really good. So now we've got the other 5 to do, so let's go test some coils. Alright, let's pull number 2 coil. And as you can see, full of water. So let's blow it out, and we'll check the resistance on the coil. So we've got a 3-pin coil, it's a resistor style coil. We've got a power in, which is the plus. It comes up on camera of course, so you might be able to see it. The centre pin is ground, and this side here, that's an open circuit for the transistor. It's constantly open. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the middle pin, which is ground, and the open circuit pin, which is this one here. And we'll move the positive and the negative wires back and forth on either ones to get a reading, and it should come up in there for you. Just try it the other way. Excellent. Well, I'll get the other 4 out the way I'll get back to you. One thing I did forget to mention is number one is if you're not sure which coil comes out of which cylinder, just use a paint pen or some way of marking your coil so you know which cylinder it comes from. And as I put them back in, I've just got some electrical contact cleaner. We're going to clean the female part of the plug. We'll clean the bit that the contact to the spark plug, and also the plug on the wiring loom to this, and hopefully happy days. While you're at it too, have a look on the body, the boot, for any damage, scorch marks or burn marks. Have a look at your plug connections, all that sort of stuff. Now, if you've been watching the short videos, I did mention about checking out, I think it was doing spark plugs or something or other. Pretty sure I mentioned about checking over the coils as well and plugs and all that sort of stuff, but just another thing to look for. Hey bush riders, well, it runs on all 6 cylinders. So it just goes to show not what to do. Drowning your freaking engine while washing it. Obviously electricity and water don't overly mix too well. Anyway, it all happens to the best of us. We all learn from our mistakes, so hopefully you guys can learn a little bit from my mistake. How did the coils test? As far as resistance, number 1 cylinder was 1.58 ohms, number 2 cylinder 1.60, number 3 1.52, number 4 cylinder 1.48, number 5 1.49, and number 6 cylinder is 1.56. Now, when I was taking it for a test drive, I was thinking, should we do a video of moving the coils around? So say we've got a less resistant, a coil with less resistance, so number 4 for example, 1.48. Should we use that with a fatter spark and put that in a cylinder that is leaner, fuel mixture wise, or runs a little bit leaner? And should we put, say, number 2 coil, which is 1.60, which has got a little bit more resistance, should we put that coil in a cylinder that runs more fat, so it's, you know, more air fuel in it? Put down in the comments if you'd like to see that video, because I reckon it'd be a pretty cool little experiment. Anyway, hope you got something out of that. What are you waiting for? Go and get your hands dirty. See you next video.